Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to the live show here, the Early Bird Betting Show presented by the Coda Sports Gambling Network. Alongside me, like every single day, and so far this week too, has been B Russ 35, and of course Kyle Comb Dog on Twitter. You can find those two gentlemen. Boys, another entertaining night in the in the world of sports. How are you guys doing this morning?
Fantastic. Went positive yesterday, so can't complain.
I also went positive yesterday, so I can't complain myself either. So it was a good day.
Pace, how'd you do?
I was gonna say, well, for everybody watching, you guys know who to tail today. Yesterday was not my day. Went 1-6, 0-4 in my four WNBA picks. It was not.
I bet Toast is just so happy with you.
I didn't hear from Toast yet, so I'm guessing he didn't take my picks. So that's a blessing. No chirping from Toast this morning because it's a little early for that.
It's always too early for anything Toast related.
And you did pretty good on the Gambling Feud show. So for those of you that don't know or listen at home, we have a guest pick'em segment on the Gambling Feud show, and we've had on, I think, 15 guests. I think all the cappers except for Pumbaa have been on, and Pace actually just took the lead in the contest at plus 11 units. He went 4-1 on the day, so nice job there, Pace.
If only I would have used those for my capper contest picks. I would be in a better mood today.
If only.
I had some tough losses too. I mean, the Giants, the D-backs, I took the over 9 there. D-backs scored 0. The Giants scored 8. That was a tough one. And then I had the under 164 in the Storm and Connecticut Sun game. That was tied at, 78 going into the final of 10 seconds. Storm with the ball. Sue Bird throws it away. Turnover. Overtime. Under is dead. So tough 2 games there. Could have at least salvaged a couple more wins. But here we are, boys. It's a new day, and we start in the NBA as we saw the Nets just, I don't know, Kyle. Your Celtics, they might be dead there. I don't know about that.
They are.
So we saw the Nets take care of the Celtics 130-108. The Lakers even the series up at 1 apiece, 109-102. CP3 obviously a little banged up. Ayton did play last night, so B. Russ and I must have been smoking something. He did play. I don't know what was going on there, but
bet still hit. That's all that matters.
Yeah, there you go. And then
I was watching that game, and then halfway through the first quarter, I was like, "Wait a minute,
is that DeAndre?
What the hell's Ayton do? What the hell's Ayton doing on the court?"
I had that same feeling. I'm like, hold on a second here. So the Suns now down again, or not down again, but the series tied 1-1 there. And then you have the Mavericks. I don't know. The Clippers down 2-0. The Mavs looking good. Mark Cuban getting excited. That was an entertaining game to watch, too. Still don't understand why the Lakers, Suns, Mavs, Clippers were going on at the same time. That kind of made it frustrating. But for all us rich people with 2 monitors or 2 TVs, it was all right.
Exactly. Don't complain. Just appreciate.
Exactly. Kyle,
it was on NBA TV, the Clippers.
Yeah.
Mavs game. Some people can't afford NBA TV, so
exactly. That's why you need that YouTube.
Peasants.
I'm riding on Hulu Live right now, baby. So I just go with the channels I get. So
very nice. So, gentlemen, we have 3 more games here in the NBA tonight. The Wizards taking on the 76ers. Obviously, the Wizards trying to even that series at 1 apiece. The 76ers -8. -370, and the over-under is 229. Then you have the Hawks and the Knicks. Going to be another entertaining game. The Knicks 2-point favorites, -130 on that money line, and the over-under is at 212.5. And then another fun game here late. This is what we like. We got a game at 6, game at 6:35, and a game at 9:05. The Memphis Grizzlies taking on the Utah Jazz. Memphis obviously got it done in game 1. Donovan Mitchell, though, is back for the Jazz here tonight. The Jazz -9, -450, and the over-under is 219. So, B. Russ, we'll roll with you since we did that yesterday. What do you like here out of these 3 games?
I kind of like the Grizzlies to keep it rolling. They're entertaining team. I think that is Mitchell playing. Have they said if he's playing yet?
I believe he's playing today.
Doesn't matter. Give me the Grizzlies +9. I think that they've shown that they can hang with this team. I know Donovan Mitchell being back, he's not going to be 100%. So, give me the Grizzlies +9, and then give me the 76ers -8. I think they come out. They didn't put away the Wizards the other day like they should have. I think it was like ended up being like a 5-point game. I'm pretty sure, right?
Yes.
Something to that effect. They didn't cover. That's all. They didn't cover.
Yep.
So give me the Sixers to come out and cover and kind of dominate this game tonight, and then give me the Knicks -2. I know I ran with them on Sunday. Doesn't matter. We're rolling with them again. Even series that the Garden's going to be electric again. F Trae Young, all this stuff. So give me the Knicks -2.
Okay, I like it. I see Kyrie Irving's nervous to go to New York because their rowdy crowd they have there.
You mean Boston? You mean Boston?
Or Boston? Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
Because they're racist.
Because they're racist. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's Boston, baby.
That's Boston for you, Kyle. Huh? What do you like here out of these 3 games?
I really like the over in the Wizards 76ers game. I don't think either of these teams really like to play a lot of defense. The first game was a 125-118. I expect about a high scoring game as that. So I like the over of 229.5. And I'm with B-Russ on the Knicks. I like the Knicks -2. I think the Knicks are pretty irritated with Trae Young, nailing the game winner, silencing the crowd a little bit. So I think they're going to come out firing and winning. And I'm going to tail B-Russ again in this Grizzlies-Jazz game. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing for him, but I like the Grizzlies +9 here. I think even with Donovan Mitchell, I think the Grizzlies are going to keep it really, really close with them, and I like that move. So those would be my plays.
All right, sounds good. You two did have positive days yesterday, so it's probably good if the people tail both of you gentlemen. But in the Wizards 76ers game here, the Wizards 21-6-1 ATS in their last 28. When their opponent scores 100 points or more. Obviously, they gave up, 125 in the first game there. And then Phillies 2-10-1 ATS in their last 13 when an opponent scores 10 points or more. But like B-Russ said, you almost think the 76ers are going to just come out here and say enough is enough and take care of the Wizards. 64% of the public is on Washington. I like the 76ers here, too. I don't use the G word often, and I'm not going to use it here after a 1-6 night, but I really like the 76ers here tonight in this contest. In the Hawks and Knicks game, the under is 15-7 in New York's last 22 games following a straight-up loss. I like the under here. I think it's going to be another close, competitive game. I lean the Knicks. Might even take them money line instead of the -2, but I like the under. That is my play here in this game. And in the Jazz game, Donovan Mitchell is back. 55% of the public is on Memphis with that Mitchell news. Does that news surprise you guys at all, or not so much?
A little bit, yeah. You'd think Mitchell coming back, more people would be on the Jazz, but I think what they saw the other night, this Grizzlies team isn't a fluke. I think that they're not gonna, lay down and die now that Donovan Mitchell's back. I think they're gonna be in this all probably 6 or 7 games, however long the series goes. So I shocked a little bit, but not super surprised that the public's on the Grizzlies.
For sure.
And I don't know if the public necessarily knows that Donovan Mitchell's going to be back either. So that could be something influenced. But like B-Russ said, the Grizzlies, they beat the Warriors, man. So they're legit. So I think that could be a very case why. But I think a good chunk of it is I don't know if the public necessarily knows that Mitchell's going to be back.
Yeah, the Grizzlies definitely a scrappy team, a fun team to watch too in the NBA. A team that likes to get after it, and a very energized squad. Utah is 3-7 ATS. In their last 10 games as a home favorite, obviously -9 here tonight. Memphis 10-2 ATS in their last 12 as an underdog. But the stat that kind of pops off to me is they're 2-7 ATS in their last 9, following a straight up win. I lean Utah here, boys, and I hate it because I like this Memphis Grizzly team. Donovan Mitchell back. I think they can come back and get a double-digit win here. So I like you. I don't like it, but that's where I lean. Utah -9 here tonight. That's all B-Russ has to say. All right. We'll just slide right past that. So now we have some NHL games here. 3 NHL games. Last night we had 2 games. The Toronto Maple Leafs go up 3-1 with a nice 4-0 win on the Canadiens. That under 5.5 cashes. And the Predators took the Hurricanes to overtime, but the Carolina Hurricanes get it done 3-2. Now they have a lead, a 3-2 win there. So we have 3 games here tonight, boys. We'll just start as I pull up the lines really quickly here. Got to be more on top of the game. But the Pittsburgh Penguins taking on the New York Islanders. Obviously, the New York Islanders have that 3-2 lead. And right down the middle at my sportsbook, both these squads minus 110. And the over-under is at 5.5. Then you have the Florida Panthers trying to not go home as they take on the Tampa Bay Lightning. The Lightning minus 145. The over-under is 6. And the third game of the night, can Vegas finish it on the road against the Wild? Vegas is minus 135, and the over-under is 5.5. B-Russ, what do you like here tonight in the NHL?
So I think that the Islanders, I said it the other day, their goaltending, I think they found something with Sorokin. So I think that they get the job done tonight. They finish off the 1 seed. Penguins at Nassau Coliseum, so we're rolling with the Islanders money line. And then in the second game of the night, the Sunshine State Showdown. Jeez.
You can get it.
I like I've said it for a week. The Panthers are dead to rights. Well, I'm going back on that. I'm taking the Panthers to force a game 7 here tonight. I think that they again found something in this goaltender, this 20-year-old who just made his debut in an elimination game. So I think that they get it done tonight in South Beach. And then in the last game, I think the Knights finish it off in Minnesota. I like the Knights to bounce back. So I'm rolling Islanders money line, Panthers money line, and Knights money line.
All right. Could we see a parlay action there, B-Russ?
No, I've gotten burned by too many parlays the last couple weeks, so we're just rolling straight up.
All right, that's fair. Kyle, what do you like here?
First of all, what a slate of games today. A potential going home game and stuff like that. I think that's crazy. I was tailing B-Russ for the NBA games. I'm gonna fade him for these next 3. I like the Penguins to force a game 7 here at New York. So I'm gonna take the Penguins money line against the Islanders. I think that'd be really good. I also like the under in this game. I think that the under has hit a good chunk of the series, so I like the under. And my sports book has it at minus 140, which most of the public's probably on that. So I expect that. And then the Panthers Lightning game, again, I'm going to fade B-Russ. I think the Lightning finish off the Panthers tonight. So I'm going to take the Lightning money line here and have them move on. And then, sorry again, B-Russ, I'm fading you again. I'm going to take the Wild to force a game 7 at home against the Golden Knights. So I'm going to take, I'm the exact opposite of B-Russ. I'm going to take Penguins money line, Lightning money line, and Wild money line.
All right, there we go. So Kyle, a little fading B-Russ here. I'm fading B-Russ on the first 2 games too. I like the Penguins, Sid the Kid and the crew. I think they can get it done. The Penguins 9-3 in their last 11 road games, while the Islanders are just 3-13 in their last 16 Wednesday games. So I like the Penguins there to force a game 7. I also like the Lightning here. I know this stat gets old, but the favorite is 20-6 in these last 26 meetings between these 2 teams. So give me the Lightning, and I also lean the over in this contest too. And in the Vegas Golden Knights game, no winner here for me. I will take the under though. Road teams are 5-1 in this series, but the underdog is also 5-2 in their last 7 meetings, so that kind of scares me a little bit. I'm going to lean the under here in this contest. It's 5-2 in the Wild's last 7 playoff games and 10-2-1 in Vegas's last 13 playoff games. So I like the under in that contest there. But like Kyle said, it's gonna be a fun 3 games here tonight.
It's those do or die games, man. I don't like any of these teams really, and we're sweating out. We're gonna be sweating it out. It's gonna be fantastic. Get the juices flowing early. It's going to be a fun night.
Awesome. B-Russ, you being kind of the hockey game, if the Penguins go home as the 1 seed, would that surprise a lot of people or not so much? Was that expected? Or?
I wouldn't say it was surprised a lot of people. I think that division was super tight all season. Islanders were up there as in first place for a while, and it switched between the Caps and the Bruins and the Pens and the Islanders all season. So I wouldn't necessarily say it would be a shock if the Islanders win tonight and send the Penguins back to Yins.
All right, sounds good. Kyle, are you a hockey guy now, or I can't remember. I think you might have told us this, but I
dabble in a little hockey. I'm not as big as like B-Russ or DJ or anything like that, but I'll watch on occasion.
Yeah, for sure. So again, gonna be another fun night of sports, and especially another fun night in the NHL playoffs as 3 teams could move on to the next round. So we'll see what happens here. But boys, we have 15 MLB games here for Wednesday, May 26th. Again, like, comment, subscribe to the YouTube page here at the Coda Sports Gambling Network. Follow us online, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube at Coda Cappers. You can follow B-Russ at BRuss35 and Kyle at CombDog with 2 M's on Twitter, and myself at Coda Capper Pace. We'll be tweeting out all of our picks for today and the rest of the week at our Twitter handles as well. So boys, 15 MLB games here. We'll just take them 5 at a time. We have some early ones too. I love early baseball, especially during the work day. So we have the Baltimore Orioles taking on the Minnesota Twins at 12-10. The Twins and Michael Pineda -190. The over/under is at 8.5. And then the next early game we have here we have a couple more early games actually. The St. Louis Cardinals and John Gant taking on the Chicago White Sox and Carlos Rondon. The White Sox -200. The over/under is at 8.5. Then you have the Seattle Mariners playing a little early game with the Oakland Athletics. The A's -170. The over/under is at 9. Then at 3:07 before the evening games, we have the Texas Rangers taking on the Los Angeles Angels. Angels -120, and the over/under is at 8. And we'll just take those early games here first, boys, before we jump into the evening games. So, B-Russ, out of those 4, what do you like here?
I got a couple. I like the White Sox run line. I think that Rendon has been, on fire to start this season, 5-1 with I think like 1.27 ERA. Sorry. So I think that they get it done. I think the bats stay hot. So I like the White Sox run line, and then I also like the Rangers money line as well. It's going to be not a great contest between them and the Angels, two bottom of the barrel teams in the AL. No Mike Trout, Shohei's not on the mound, so it's going to be tough to watch a little bit. So we're rolling with the Rangers money line in an ugly game.
All right, I like it. You think that game goes under, B-Russ?
I would lean the under, yeah.
Okay. All right, good. Because B-Russ is hot right now, and I like that play, so I just need confirmation. Kyle, what do you like here?
In the Orioles-Twins game, I like the over. I think both these pitchers are going to struggle tonight, and the one has like a 6 ERA. So I like the over 8.5 here. And I'm gonna tail B-Russ in that Cardinals-White Sox game. I'm going to take White Sox run line. I think Rodon is going to have he's had a really solid year thus far, and the only loss he had was on DJ's mortal lock, so that was a positive for me. So I don't think DJ is going to go mortal lock here. So I'm going to take the White Sox run line, and then in the Mariners Athletics game, I'm going to take the Athletics money line. I think they're gonna pull it off against the Mariners tonight. So those are my 3 plays for those games.
Awesome. I like it. I have 2 plays here in this time slot. I also am with Kyle on the over in the Orioles-Twins game. The over is 10-1 in the O's last 11 games following a loss, and the over is also 22-6-2 in the Twins' last 30 games following a win. So I think there's some good trends to point to the over in this contest. And then B-Russ, he leans the under in the Rangers-Angels games. I'm going to take the under. It's 27-1 in the last 28 meetings between these two squads in LA. So I think the under can hit there, 27-1 in the last 28 meetings. Boys, the next 5 games we have here starting in the evening here, we have the Chicago Cubs and Trevor Williams. They are the favorite at -330 on the road, taking on the Pittsburgh Pirates. The over-under is at 8.5. Then you have the Cincinnati struggling Reds taking on Joe Ross and the Washington Nationals. The Nationals -135 at home. The over-under is at 10. You have the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the New York Yankees. The Yankees -160 at home, and the over-under is at 9.5. And then you have, we'll go 2 more games here. The Atlanta Braves and the Boston Red Sox. The Red Sox -130. The over-under is at 10.5. And then the last one before we stop here, the Cleveland Indians and Tristan McKenzie. The Windians, right? We've all been on them. The Indians, before we started the show, or just before, hadn't named a starter. But it looks like Tristan McKenzie is going to go against the Detroit Tigers and Jose Urena. The Tigers are underdogs at even money. The Indians on the road, -120. The over-under, 9.5 here. It won't come to a surprise. One of my picks is the Indians, so I'm taking the Indians. But B-Russ, before we get into the rest of mine, what do you like here?
I mean, if it ain't broke, man, we're rolling with the Tribe.
Let's go.
what more do I need to say? We're 2-0, hashtag Windians, two W's on there. And then I'm rolling with the Blue Jays money line for one reason and one reason only, and that is Alex Manoah, the starting pitcher for the Blue Jays today, makes his major league debut. Ooh. Any guesses where he went to school?
West Virginia.
Yes, sir. West Virginia. We're rolling with Alex Manoah and the Blue Jays. What a way to start your MLB career. You're rolling into Yankee Stadium. You got to face Aaron Judge and Giancarlo Stanton. He's going to get the job done. So those are my two plays for this slate.
All right, I like it. Kyle, what do you like here?
First of all, I'm looking at this Indians-Reds or the Reds-Nationals game. Excuse me. Over/unders at 10. These two pitchers are really, really bad, but 10 points is just a crazy run line to me. So I'm going to take the under of 10. And man, B-Russ, I really, really want to go with the Indians here, but Tristan McKenzie's on the mound, and he's been struggling. But like you said, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'm gonna take Indians money line here just because the trend's been rolling. So we'll go.
You had me worried there.
I was worried too.
Kyle.
Had me worried in the first half, but no, I'm gonna take Indians money line against the Tigers. I think they can pull it off as well, and just because I'm going to take Cubs money line as well. I don't like betting on the Cubs when Trevor Williams is on the mound, but the Pirates are terrible this year, so I'm going to take Cubs money line as well. So those will be my plays.
Cubs are on my do not bet list. I was going to take them, then I was like, wait a minute, they're a DNB team.
Fair.
Awesome.
I still haven't gotten over that.
On that loss,
that run line where they're up 3-0 going into the ninth inning and gave up 2 runs.
Our bullpen's terrible, man.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Boys, in my games in this time slot here, I'm going the under in the Blue Jays Yankees game. The under is 18-8-2 in Toronto's last 28 Wednesday games, and also 19-7-1 in New York's last 27 games. The total set between 9 and 10.5. I know there's a little juice here with the Nationals, but the Reds, man, they just have struggled. Haven't really showed me much. So I like the Nationals here with Ross on the mound. And then I like the Red Sox here too. A little juice as well at home. But Pivetta is a solid pitcher here. Much better pitcher than he was last season. And I believe he's, 7-0 with a 3.28 ERA and 11 starts with Boston. And the Red Sox are 10-1 in those 2 games. And, of course, then I'm taking the Indians too. Again, if it's not broke, don't fix it, and we'll continue to ride out with the Indians there. So those are my handful of plays in that middle time slot. And 5 more games here, gentlemen, to wrap up the MLB slate here for Wednesday, May 26th. We have the Colorado Rockies taking on the New York Mets and Marcus Stroman. The Mets minus 130. Over-under again, 6.5. This under's hit twice now in this series, and it's been 6 and 6.5 the last 2 times. Then you have the Kansas City Royals taking on the Tampa Bay Rays and Tyler Glasnow. Glasnow and the Rays minus 215. The over-under is at 7. Then you have the Dodgers and the Astros. You have Trevor Bauer going on, and the Dodgers minus 145. Over-under is at 8.5. And then the 2 other games we have here, boys, before the end of the night. The San Diego Padres taking on the Milwaukee Brewers. Padres minus 130 on the road. Over-under is at 8. And then the Giants and Johnny Cueto taking on the Arizona Diamondbacks and Mr. Kelly. The Giants minus 115. The over-under is at 9. B-Russ, out of those 5, what do you like here?
I'm rolling with another bet that hit yesterday. Fairly simple bet, no sweat at all. We were rolling with the Dodgers, Astros, no runs first inning here on this fine Wednesday. Trevor Bauer on the mound. He's going to go out there and be filthy. It's all depends on Garcia in that top of the first half. You got to go up against Mookie and Justin Turner and Max Muncy. So if they can get past that top of the first half with little to no sweat, then I'm not worried about the bottom half. I'm not worried about Trevor Bauer. So we're rolling with no runs first inning there in Houston and Minute Maid Park.
I like it. There we go. Kyle, what do you like here?
A couple games here. So I like the Rays. I like them. Money line, Tyler Glasnow's having a really, really solid season so far. I think he's going to do just fine for them. And then I have 2 other plays, both in the Dodgers-Astros game. I'm going to go with B-Russ as well. Maybe we can make this a morning show lock, but I'm going to take no run first inning in that Dodgers Astros game. And I also like the Dodgers minus 0.5 first five. I think with Bauer pitching a good chunk of that first five and maybe going to the 6th, 7th, 8th, I think that he'll do just fine against his Astros lineup. So I like a no run first inning in that game, as well as the Dodgers minus 0.5 first five. I can get that at minus 105 on my sports book.
Very nice, very nice. I might have to jump on those no-run first innings, but then I'll probably jinx it for you boys, so maybe I'll stay away from that one. But my two plays here in the late games or the evening slate here, I like the Rockies and Mets. I like the under here. Like I said, it hit under 6 the first game, hit under 6.5 the second game. The under is 19-7-1 in the last 27 meetings between these two teams in New York. So I'm going to roll with the under again, and we'll see if I get burned or not. But then I like the Giants here against the D-backs. Of course, the D-backs struggling. They scored 0 runs yesterday. The Giants came out, scored 8 runs. I needed 9 for a push. They couldn't get it done. But the Giants are 8-3 in their last 11 games versus a right-hand starter. Get them at minus 115 money line, so I'll take that. And I actually do lean the over here as well. But my big play there is on the Giants money line. So there we go. There's our plays in the MLB. Boys, I love the WNBA, but these lines, they're just not coming out.
Yeah, what is going on? I just looked, and it's what's happening here?
I don't know. The last week, Kyle, when we did the show, all the lines were out right away. So
yeah, they
I don't know
were.
what's going on? But like I said, if any of us like them, you can follow us on Twitter at BRuss35 and at CombDog on Twitter, 2M's, and at Coda Capper Pace. We'll be playing. I'll have a play in the WNBA. Just we don't have the lines currently right now. So again,
don't let Toast know that you went 0-4.
Yeah.
Be a real shame. Be a real shame if somebody tweeted that out.
Yeah, it's bounce back day.
It would be.
Hey, I started 11-3 in the WNBA. It's been a struggle lately, but hey, it's not. What is it?
See, it's when you start bragging about your record. That's when it starts to go downhill.
Hey. I have a very comfortable.
I know from experience, dude.
Yes, absolutely. All right, boys. Anything else? Any more shade you want to throw before we end the show here?
No, sir. I've gotten all mine out on this Wednesday morning.
All right, Kyle. How about you? What? Anything else you want to say before we wrap up?
No, just I'm not a shade thrower myself, so I don't partake in that particular scenario. But no, it's great day for games. So just be sure you get to a sports book and place your bets.
Absolutely. Follow the network at Coda Cappers, the website too, codasportscappers.com. Follow all the cappers as well. Like, comment, subscribe, share. We'll be here tomorrow. It is Thursday tomorrow, 9 a.m. We'll see everybody tomorrow.